So this is a game called Everyone Else Thinks This Game is Awesome. It's a partnership with Zach and Kelly Wienersmith, who you may recognize Zach from Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal, the comic he writes, but also Zach and Kelly both write science books. They're actually New York Times best-selling pop science authors. She is a professor, and they write these really awesome books about science. And so we made a trivia game together. One of the things that's been really, really fun about that is working with actual science authors. We've been doing a ton of really fun stuff with the questions. So it's all like sort of researched, and they are in the best way being very uptight about the accuracy of everything, because it's one thing when, you know, Trivial Pursuit kind of screws something up, but when you're a science author, you really don't want to these questions. Oh, I probably shouldn't curse, huh?
I can believe it.
Great. So premise on this game is that we are all adjuncts, and we are going to be sending our grad students to various research labs to try and look at where other people are allocating their grad students and try to get insight into whether or not we should trust you that you're going to be right. Or, you know, obviously if you know the answer, that's great. You're going to send a bunch to yourself, which is going to indicate to other players that, oh, you know what, we should send grad students to Matt's lab because he probably knows the answer, right? We do, a question comes up, everybody writes down an answer simultaneously. We then send grad students to our own lab, 0 through 2. So I feel really confident I'm going to put 2 grad students there. I have no confidence, I'm going to put 0 grad students there. Then after everybody does that, we have a round of sending grad students elsewhere based on how confident we feel they are presenting as. So it's not a betting game where you want to try to game the betting, but if you think of it that way, in terms of you're sending stuff and there's a risk reward, because when you send grad students to waste their time, you get negative citations. Based on where you go, you're going to earn citation points. You're going to be trying to climb this ivory tower, and when you climb it the first time, you get an assistant professorship, then you get tenure, and then if you climb it for the third time when you have tenure, you win the game. Another thing that comes up a lot in trivia games that we tried to solve for is falling behind, right? I had a rough run of some questions. I kind of got screwed. Now you're at 800 points and I'm at 4. So when somebody hits 20, the points reset. So if you have a run of bad luck, you're still right back in it. Doesn't matter if somebody's at 18 and you're at 1. You reset and you're just as likely to win the next one. This one was successfully kickstarted in the fall. It's going to be, we're taking pre-orders now. It's going to be shipping sometime in 2021, hopefully sooner rather than later. But, you know, everything is a disaster with international logistics right now. So this one we're going to talk about really quickly. It's a game that's already out. We're actually nearing the end of the first print run. This is a game called Glamazon versus the Curse of the Chainmail Bikini. The hook on this one is that you are a bunch of femme warriors. You graduated fighting school. You got a shitty chainmail bikini, and you are like, nah, we're going to go kill monsters and turn them into real armor. So it's a bluffing game where you're going to talk about how much damage you may or may not have done to that monster to get that piece of armor. So the card's going to come up. We're going after this definitely not an Umberholt TM, but this kind of bug guy. We're going to get the pants. So we'll flip over our best friend. We'll see who we're going with. Everyone has a simultaneous attack deck, numbered 1 through 8, but you're only going to have 2 of those cards in your hand at any given time. You're going to play a card down, say what it is. I can call you out or not. I'm going to play a card down. If I didn't call you out, you can call me out or not. Based on what happens, somebody gets the armor and potentially steals if they get busted lying. The armor is all reusable vinyl stickers that we are then putting on our little paper doll dress-up characters. And the goal of the game is to get a complete set of armor that covers you all the way up. So this is a game called Most Cutest. It is a kids and family game that also plays great with adults who are excited about cute animals. Super simple game. We have this deck of adorable animals. 5 of them are going to come up. Let's say it's your turn. You are going to secretly choose which one of these you think is the cutest. We are then going to take turns guessing which animal you think is the cutest. Based on what happens there, we're going to earn some points. Some of these are going to come off. Some are going to go to the side. The animals that were picked to potentially be the cutest can stay on. You can play a tournament mode where you go further and further into the cutest animals, or you just play it simple, straightforward, get some points, see some animals. This one is definitely, super light, but who's not excited about seeing a bunch of, look at Hamburger. Who doesn't like this guy? So really it's an excuse to look at cute animals and argue about whether or not, Walter the rabbit is cuter than Gunner the dog. So like I said, this is a game called Blaco Taco, coming out from CMON. It is releasing in Asia first, actually, so you can see the little CMON Asia logo. But this is going to be coming worldwide pretty soon. This is a pretty straightforward stacking game, except the twist on it is that everything is this sort of pixelated shape, like blocks, and so you're going to roll dice, and we're going to be stacking ingredients. So if I'm a little kid kind of doing regular stuff, I might just put it in, right? I'm going to do one of those, kind of get it in there, right? So it works well with kids, but if you're a jerk adult or a better kid, the rule is that you just have to break the plane of the taco. So I can't do this, but I can do this.
Oh, okay.
And because of the way the blocks are shaped, I can start doing things like that.
Can you knock someone's other piece into the taco?
So, I already screwed it up.
Or is that bad?
That's bad for me.
Ah.
You each start with one of every type of piece. The goal of the game is to get rid of all of your pieces. Anything you knock out on your turn comes to your pieces. So, you're simultaneously trying to get rid of your stuff while making it as miserably difficult as possible for your opponents to successfully place things. And block stuff up, you really start to get in there, wedging stuff together. Like I said, coming from CMON, this is all wood, which is also surprising. We had actually pitched this as plastic, but CMON decided to do it in wood, and it's great because it feels even more like blocks, and it's really got this constructive thing going on. Should be out later in 2021. 22? Oh, God. Yes.
2022.
Oh, no. Yeah, this isn't out in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Just in time for Christmas. Nope, sorry.
Any questions about this one?
How many players?
2 to 4.